These days, so many of us are living in small spaces. Not everyone has room for a separate office. So when you are buying a desk where you need to, get your work done, or your kids need to get their homework done, you sort of have to think about your decor, don't you? And what fits in your space.
Yeah, not everybody has a dedicated office, like you said. So you have to think about how that piece is going to integrate into the rest of your home and the rest of your decorating. Yeah. So we've created sort of 3 different looks based on sort of the key decorating styles to illustrate things that will blend in really easily. So this is for the traditionalist, the traditional lover. And it's marked by things like the beautiful detailing at the front with these pulls, the brass pulls. What I like about it is that it has this trestle base, which is so hot right now, and it just makes the desk feel lighter. You know how you might think of a traditional desk having those big pedestals with lots of drawers, lots of storage. You do sacrifice some storage, but you get this beautiful, beautiful table. It's more like a table. Right. And I could see this piece sitting in a gorgeous front window in a very formal house, kind of occupying that window like a pedestal table might. The way you might put a big vase of flowers on that and make a real focal point. This has that quality to do that. When you're dressing this kind of table to kind of pull it together, you want to think about your wooden accessories. These are like antique boxes from Angus & Company. These always look amazing. They're kind of like that go-to styling trick for the traditionalists. Vintage books, and of course a gourd lamp. You can't go wrong with a gourd lamp if you love traditional. And I like the way the white just gives it a bit of pop.
Yeah, it's nice. It lightens it up a little bit. Okay, so for every desk, though, you need a chair.
You do.
You've got a few options.
I've got a couple of chairs. I'm going to make you guess.
Which one would obviously,
unless
the chair would be this, since it's oh, phew.
So let's pull it in. Are you okay?
Take a look. And why does this chair work, Suzanne?
I think a wingback is lovely with this kind of desk because it's got a formality. It's sort of elegant. Let's spin it around a little bit.
Sure.
And it just sort of feels like it's making a big, formal, traditional statement.
Yes.
And I love the scale of it. I love how wide it is. It feels like you could hang it here for a long time.
It's comfortable, and you know what? We're spending so much of our time at home on laptops.
Yeah.
You want a chair that is going to be comfortable.
Absolutely.
So this is really, almost the antithesis of the first desk. It's very sleek, modern looking.
This is for the modernist. So the person who loves modern and likes really clean lines. What I love about this desk is this. See, it's got this very cool drawer or sliding panel that pulls out, so you can keep all your stuff inside, like your laptop. And I don't know about you, but I have laptops everywhere around my house. My husband has one. I have 2.
And the cords.
I have an iPad and all the cords. And if it's there, you can just sneak it in there when you're done. So I love that.
Hide the mess.
Yeah. And it's
companies come and shove it in, close it.
Exactly. This table, I also think it could be really fun in a kitchen as an extra surface. You could push it against the wall, and you could actually use it as an extra surface, so you could integrate it in your actual kitchen, which is cool.
Yeah.
With this look, I think you don't need a lot of accessories. I love these very contemporary accessories like the stapler in white and the tape dispenser. And of course, this is a classic lamp, the Tolomeo from Artemedi. You can't go wrong with this as well.
Very nice. Okay, we've got the desk, we've got the lamp, we need a chair.
You need a chair.
I am going to go with Mr. Orange.
Yeah, you're so right, Tracy.
Okay.
I love the orange because it gives it a pop of color, right?
Yeah.
And it makes it feel playful. It's really easy to take modern into a playful direction with pops of color. You could even put a really colorful lamp here as well. And it's great for kids. It just feels like a fun place for kids to hang out to.
It does. And we always say on the show, kids need a space to be creative as well. So
and look
they
how
do
wide
need that
is.
spot.
Okay.
So, okay, finally we have the, what would you call a desk that looks like this?
So this is a Parsons table.
Okay.
And it's based on a design that was actually made in the 30s at Parsons School of Design. And I love the fact that the Parsons table was came from the idea of this teacher gave his students the challenge of coming up with a table that was really versatile and could take any finish, and this was the design. And it's so true because you can take it in any direction. That's why we call it transitional, this look. I like that it's super narrow. You could use this table in a front hall. You can put it bedside as a bedside table, as an extended bedside table if you want to sneak in a work area there. Not that we really want to be going to bed and doing work, but you could. So it's very versatile for small spaces. And I love it with a lamp that's a bit shorter, like this one, which is, I love the pop of color too, but because it's shorter, it's stout, you're not going to knock it over, so you could put it in an area where there's lots of traffic, like behind a sofa, for instance, or in a hallway. And these accessories, of course, just add a little zing of color. Now,
where's this lovely piece from?
This is actually from West Elm.
Okay.
This is from CB2, by the way, and the other desk is from LT.
Very nice.
And then that's our chair. I'm going to bring it over.
Yeah, bring over the last chair. So we've got the Parsons table, and we don't have a Parsons chair.
No, you don't have to match them.
Because you don't have to, in fact.
In fact, I think it's better to
not
mix things up. These days, people are really staying away from sets. The wire is actually a really humble material. There's tons of wire products out there right now, so you're going to see a lot of this on the market.
By humble,
very affordable.
Do you mean inexpensive?
Inexpensive, yes.
That's good, and that's a good word.
And I like the way if you put a zigzag pillow on it, it just gives it a little bit of pop.
Yeah, very nice.
The reality is, Tracy, you could actually put any of these chairs with this desk because it's transitional.
Very nice. I love that. Really good options.